Just 50 years ago, it was nothing but scorching sands, struggling fishermen, and forgotten villages. Experts said survival was the best they could hope for, but they were wrong. What happened next defies all logic, challenges every prediction, and reshaped history itself. Today, the UAE isn't just rich, it's shockingly rich, a global giant where impossibilities don't exist. But how did a barren desert transform into a paradise of luxury, innovation, and ambition? Stay with me, because this story will blow your mind. Before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more amazing stories of progress and innovation. Let's go back to the early 1900s. Picture a quiet region, small villages scattered across the Arabian desert, their survival dependent on pearl diving, fishing, and modest trade. Life was harsh. The sun blazed down relentlessly, resources were scarce, and poverty was a way of life. The people of what we now call the UAE lived with resilience but had little to call their own. Then came 1958, the year everything changed. Hidden beneath the sand and sea lay a treasure so vast it would transform the destiny of the entire region. Oil. Black gold, as they call it, was discovered in Abu Dhabi, and it wasn't long before the world took notice. By the 1960s, oil exports were underway, and the small sheikdoms that once relied on pearl diving were suddenly catapulted into unimaginable wealth. Now, here's where the story gets even more fascinating. In 1971, under the visionary leadership of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the United Arab Emirates was officially formed as a federation of 7 emirates. Let that sink in. Just over 50 years ago, these emirates joined hands to build something extraordinary. Sheikh Zayed wasn't just a leader, he was a dreamer, a builder, and a man with unshakable determination. Unlike other oil-rich nations that squandered their wealth, Sheikh Zayed had a different plan. He believed in reinvesting oil revenues into the country's people and infrastructure, building schools, hospitals, roads, and homes for his citizens. Did you know that Abu Dhabi alone is home to nearly 10% of the world's oil reserves? That's enough to make anyone rich, but the UAE's leadership knew wealth meant nothing without vision. Here comes the twist. While oil provided the foundation, it wasn't enough to sustain long-term success. Oil prices are unpredictable, and leaders knew the reserves wouldn't last forever. So, in the 1980s and 1990s, the UAE began its bold journey toward diversification. Dubai, led by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, became the pioneer of this vision. With very little oil of its own, Dubai set its sights on other sectors. Think about this for a moment. A barren desert turned into the world's most visited tourist destination. Skyscrapers like the Burj Khalifa, artificial islands like the Palm, and luxurious resorts like the Burj Al Arab emerged, stunning the world. Trade and logistics flourished. Ports like Jebel Ali Port, now the largest man-made port in the world, made Dubai a critical hub for global trade. Aviation soared to unimaginable heights. Emirates Airlines and Etihad Airways transformed the United Arab Emirates into a global travel epicenter, connecting continents and bringing millions of visitors every year. Dubai became a city of firsts. The first indoor ski resort in the desert, the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa, the largest shopping mall, Dubai Mall. These weren't just developments, they were statements to the world. They said, "We will not settle for ordinary. We will redefine what's possible." The Burj Khalifa alone generates an astonishing $1 billion annually through tourism and business. It wasn't just Dubai. The United Arab Emirates as a whole invested heavily in infrastructure. Cities like Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and others began to flourish with modern roads, airports, metro systems, and ports. The UAE's leaders believe that if you build world-class infrastructure, opportunities will follow. Let's take a quick look at some staggering facts. The Dubai International Airport is the world's busiest airport for international passengers. Abu Dhabi's Louvre Museum and Saadiyat Island are transforming the emirate into a global cultural destination. The UAE's metro systems and public transport are ranked among the best globally. In just a few decades, the UAE went from villages with no running water to some of the most modern cities on Earth. Here's something shocking. Today, oil makes up only 30% of the UAE's GDP. That's right. A country once entirely reliant on oil now has a diversified economy, contributing over $500 billion annually. Tourism contributes 11.5% of the GDP. Trade and logistics make the UAE the third largest re-export hub in the world. Free zones like the Dubai International Financial Center attract international businesses by offering tax-free incentives. Renewable energy initiatives like Masdar City are preparing the UAE for a post-oil future. The UAE isn't just investing in its present, it's building a sustainable future. Projects like solar farms, AI cities, and technological innovations prove that the UAE is preparing to lead the world in the next era. The UAE's transformation hasn't just been about economic growth. Today, it stands as a symbol of ambition for the entire world. It hosts major global events like Expo 2020, attracting millions of visitors. Its cities are melting pots of cultures, with over 200 nationalities calling the UAE home. The UAE is a leader in humanitarian aid, contributing billions to global causes. In 50 short years, this nation has turned challenges into triumphs and dreams into reality. So, what makes the UAE's story so inspiring? It's not just about wealth or luxury, it's about vision, leadership, and relentless ambition. It's about leaders who saw beyond the horizon and people who believed in turning their desert into a paradise. The UAE's journey teaches us that with the right mindset, anything is possible. From the sands of time to the heights of skyscrapers, the UAE is proof that no dream is too big and no vision is unattainable. Now it's your turn. What do you think is the most remarkable achievement of the UAE? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more incredible stories like this. Until next time, stay inspired.